life can change in the blink of an eye. For Quinn Fleming, the attack took not only months of her life as she recovered, but also her memories. Those from the time of the assault, but also her ability to form and retain new memories. New snapshots of a life well lived, of family and friends, of a lover and a career, of goals and plans. All gone, leaving only a terrifying blankness. Taking the words of Robert Frost to heart, the only way out is through. Quinn learned to put one foot in front of the other, finding ways to compensate and falling back on skills retained from before the day the life she knew ended. Because to surrender to the darkness was more terrifying than trying to force her way through it. Quinn checked the wall clock, a large wooden panel overlaid with a watercolor vase of garishly bright flowers. Her boss, Jacinta, had bought the clock when she opened her florist shop, Gas Lamp Blooms, saying she liked the rustic charm of the whitewashed boards, the simple flowers, and the swirl detail on the wrought iron hands. Quinn frowned as she studied the timepiece, not because of the time, though it was getting late. Again. But because of the arrangement of daisies, tulips, petunias, and pansies. The perfection of the design set her teeth on edge. Too symmetrical, too pastel, too predictable. Boring. She had considerable artistic skills herself, pastels and colored pencils being her media of choice, but liked to dabble occasionally in oil paints, and knew she would have captured a more vibrant and lifelike scene. Where was the panache of nature and the lack of man-made symmetry to complement the colors and textures? The silk of petals against the slick sheen of greenery. The surprising pop of color hiding among quieter tones. Not to mention no painting could ever convey the complex perfume of the blooms. Closing her eyes, she drew in a slow breath through her nose, her lips curving with pleasure at the combined scents. Opening her eyes, she looked down at the hand-tied bridal bouquet cradled in her hands. Anchored by the gorgeous silvery lavender blush of amnesia roses, offset by bright bursts of lilac freesia and spikes of lavender, threaded through with clusters of white spray roses and branches of willow eucalyptus, and cradled in the wide, waxy leaves of Italian ruscus. The bouquet had the kind of life and beauty that hadn't been accurately captured behind plodding clock hands.